Hello, my most amazing artists. I hope you enjoyed that video about Goma the tree frog. And we are going to be making our own cute little tree frogs today. I used oil pastel watercolors on mine. You can use whatever you have at home. So we're going to learn first how to draw our tree frog, and then you can color yours however you would like to. All right, so we're going to start with our paper being held horizontally. And we are going to start not exactly in the middle of the page, but a little above the middle. Okay, so the middle left to right, and up a little from the middle center of our paper. And we're going to make a curved line for the top of our tree frog's head. Okay, and then we're going to make a line come just a little below that top curve and make a curved line out. And do the same thing on the other side. All right, now we're going to make a curve for the inside part of the eye. So I'm going to come just a tiny bit above that curve and another curved line down on each side. It looks kind of funny right now, but you'll understand. We're going to make a U shape here that shows the eye coming out. All right, and then we're going to make a little line here. That part of our eye will be red, and this part of our eye will be black. We're going to now draw the upper lip. So I'm going to find the middle of my tree frog's, between my two eyes, so sort of the middle of his face. And then we're going to come down just a tiny bit and out a little, and then curve down to that where my finger is. I'm going to come up a little bit from there. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to come down just a little bit from this eye and curve down and around to the middle. Now we're going to give him some nostrils and a little V shape. He's got a little V shape on the top there. Okay, we're going to have our tree frog having a nice wide open mouth, so come here from the cheek, angle down and around and back up to the other side. It's like he's smiling. And we're going to mirror that line just a little bit. Make it nice and kind of thin. You don't want it too thick because it's just a little bit of that bottom lip that we see. And then I'm going to have his little tongue showing there too. Now he looks like he's giving us a great big smile. All right, we're ready to draw our tree frog's legs. Come over here by the side of your mouth, and you're going to make a line out. And then a line that curves a little bit down, boop, just like that. Come up and mirror that line, leave a little space, and then connect back to the body. All right, we're going to make our tree frog's foot, and our tree frogs have these little suckers on the end, so the ends of their toes are rounded. So we're going to have a line that comes out, and then we're going to whoop out, come back in, come out, whoop around, and one more time, whoop around, and there he's got his little sucker toes. And I could have made those a little longer even. All right, friends, we're going to do his other front leg, come back over here to the other side of his mouth, and a diagonal line down, and then a line that comes down. There's going to be a log here, so our line is going to come down to about there where our log, we'll draw our log in. Mirror this line. And now we're going to have our tree frog's foot kind of pointing this way. So I'm going to curve around a little bit there, and then have his toe come and whoop out again. Got another toe. Make that one a little longer this time. And his last toe. There we go. It's hanging onto that log. Now we're also going to see a little bit of our tree frog's back leg. So come back over to this part right here and have a line that comes out a little and then comes down to the log. So let's have our imaginary log here. Foot's going to be right about there. And then we're going to mirror that line and draw our toes. Boop out, boop out, boop out. All right, woohoo! Let's draw in our log line now. So we're going to have from the side of our paper, and it's going to come right to our foot, and we're going to whoop boop right over like we learned with our llama and all of our other little creatures we made to jump over things. Okay, so now this is kind of where his body is. So we're going to see a little bit of his body over here. Make a curved line there. And then we'll see, this is like his belly. We'll see some lines. I'm going to make just a little bit of his belly showing here. And he's going to have these blue stripes on his belly. So we're going to make those triangle shapes where the blue lines are on his belly. Okay, I also want to draw the bottom line to my log. So I'm going to draw that. It's going to go right off the page. And we're going to now make some leaves like he's in the rainforest. He's kind of hanging out in all the leaves. So let's make one that comes up behind him. Same thing, whoop, whoop, right over your little frog, and we're going to have that leaf come down. And maybe we see that at the bottom of our tree as well. Okay, that's looking pretty good. You could add in even more if you wanted to, leaves, or anything else you wanted to add to his habitat or where he may be. That is up to you. All right, so now you can either color your tree frog any way you want, marker, oil pastel, crayon, watercolor, if you have watercolor at home. So I'm going to show you, if I was watercoloring, what I'm going to use with my oil pastel. We said he's a red-eyed tree frog, so the first thing I'm going to do is put that red in. That goes in that little band right there. Okay, and I'm also going to color his eyes black. Using that black oil pastel. And his feet are this bright orange color. And in this one, I happen to have a neon oil pastel that I used there, and I also used a neon blue here. But for this one, I'm just going to do regular orange feet. And I'll use the regular blue. The orange comes up a little bit from the bottoms of his feet. And his mouth, I'm going to make pink. Because when I looked at the picture of the red-eyed tree frog that gave me the inspiration for this, that mouth was a nice pink color. All right, so I'll take out my pink. And his tongue was almost kind of a white color. So I'll do that as well. Let's see. Let's do the blue on his belly. He's got these little blue stripes on his belly. Okay, and then I could do his mouth. We said I was going to do this part all pink. And we said his tongue was a little bit pink and white, so I did very light, and I'll do white right over that. Okay, looking good. Now, I might add, if I'm going to watercolor, I could add some texture to my trunk, and I might even add a little texture or some lines on my leaves that will resist and show through my paint. Okay, so if I was to watercolor, dun, da, 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 that's what my tree frog would look like at the end. Okay, so you color with whatever you have at home. I hope you had so much fun making these tree frogs with me today. Can't wait to see what you did. Until next time.